Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Winged Wisdom. I know it's been quite some time, but I have been holding on just like you all. A lot of shifts have happened, a lot of changes over the holidays. I hope you guys had a great holiday, a great new year. You know, this whole year is huge. So I will get right to it. For those of you that have subscribed to me, welcome back. I miss you guys. I hope everybody's doing well and have made it through the recent shifts that have been going on in you all's lives. And for the upcoming ones, I'll be giving you all some messages on the upcoming shifts as best I can. And then for those of you that are new or coming across this video for the first time, I am a divine feminine energy in a female body, part of the Blueprinter Soul Group, for those of you all that are interested in soul groups. But I just mention it and I move along. It's, that's another whole show to get into all of that. And I'm a twin flame. So let me get right to it and explain the pictures. I have been getting messages actually right before Christmas, but and how my gift usually works is that I just get a strong intuitive knowing. I get visions, I get words, thoughts that just pop into my head, and I immediately know they're messages from my guides, Archangel Michael, God, Jesus Christ, and my spiritual guides. Of course, I don't know if I said that, but so they've gotten stronger and stronger over the past I would say since Saturday. So let me explain the pictures. Anyway, but right before the holidays, I got the first message, which I'll talk about. And then I think I had a little bit of a reprieve because they know it was the holidays. So I wasn't getting much of anything, just trying to get through the holiday. Dealing with my own major shift of my cousin that lives with me. She is moving out in 2 weeks. I helped her in what way I could, but I had to set some boundaries. And they want me to just explain to you all how some of you all may be in situations where you have to do the same thing. This message is going to be heavily geared towards the divine feminine mostly. Maybe a little bit of messages for the divine masculine, but mostly divine feminine. The first picture that I have, the one with the yin yang symbol. So let me explain. Saturday, I was in TJ Maxx home goods store. Didn't get any type of intuitive anything until I looked up. I was standing in the line and I looked up, and here's this yin yang symbol. Very significant to twin flames, symbolizing the masculine and feminine energies. And that basically that symbol is a balance. So just to highlight with that first thing that I zoned in on, and then I started getting that tuning fork feeling across my third chakra. I was like, okay, you guys are kind of saying, here's another message about being balanced. Huge for divine feminine. And I know that sometimes easier said than done because there are things and obstacles and situations that are getting thrown at us or that are around us. And we're being challenged with that. But it's important to do that because unions are happening all over the place right now. That's funny. They're showing me like an old popcorn maker. That's funny. I don't even know who came up with that image. But anyway, yeah, they're popping up is what they're saying. They're popping up now and throughout this year. This year is like a huge deal because I think a lot. Okay, I just got like maybe the other half of the twin flames. And yes, the twin flames are linked to the 144,000 number, which I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, the rest of those unions are happening this year. So that's the first message. So then I leave TJ Maxx, you guys, and I'm hungry. I go over to Panera that's nearby. And as you can see, my food rings up to $11.11. And this is directly after I left TJ Maxx. And I'm just getting hits. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I couldn't decide what to buy to get at Panera, what to eat. And so I kind of went back and forth. And then the guy was like, oh, I forgot to add your coupon. And so, he added that. And then he said, okay, here's your total, $11.11. And as he was saying it, I was actually digging in my purse for my wallet. And I looked up and there's the 11.11 on the screen. So I said, oh, wow. And he said, is something wrong? I was like, no, kept it to myself, of course, not everybody gets this journey. But anyway, it's not something I broadcast with every person I meet, of course. So I took my phone out and took a quick picture, and I probably threw him off because he was probably thinking, why is she taking a picture of the cashier screen, but whatever. Okay, and then just the other day, same thing, went to Panera. I spend a lot of time at Panera because I work remotely, so sometimes I'll go there in between visiting hospitals to do my job. Once again, I decided on one thing, changed my mind, and got something that got a bagel, and I got 11.11s all over my receipt. So there you have it. And here I am to do what I am being prompted and led to do to tell you all. So let me start with the first message for the divine feminine energies. The first message that I got right before Christmas, I was dropping off my son to meet with his dad because I'm divorced, and every other weekend my son goes with his father. And as I am sitting in the car to wait for him, it was really windy that day. And across the street, I was just looking at the trees, and they were like, they're just swaying with the wind. And then when the wind calms down, they kind of come back center. And I started getting intuitive hits that this is a huge message for the divine feminine energies right now. There's a lot going on, and I understand. Some of you all, I'm gonna just let these messages out as they come. They want me to talk about dating or soulmates. Maybe not soulmates. Maybe. Okay. So specific to twin flames, you're going to be coming together with your twin. Some of you all are dating or possibly trying to call yourself moving on and met someone, trying to be open to dating or meeting new people. And you just feel like you're being blocked. And they're kind of telling me, well, you kind of are, because it's not meant for things to happen with that person. So they want me to talk about my situation. For instance, I have dated. I trying to be open to meeting new people, and I dated this guy. And when I tell you guys that it was a struggle with us even going on one date. So this one particular night, it was always something, like something came up for him or something came up for me. I mean, we just literally, this happened over a series of weeks. I only saw him at his job one time, but we could never get it together. And then I started to get intuitively know that I was being divinely protected from going further with him. Now, this is how I really knew. And I'm not making this. I can't make this stuff up. I'm going to tell you really quick. Was in my mind thinking to call him and meet him. Came home to pick up something before I went to pick my son up to drop my son off. And I left my car running. I jump out of my car to go get my son's video game system, the Nintendo Switch. And, usually most cars now, when it's running, you can't lock the door. Like, you try to lock it, it unlocks. And that's usually what my car does. I have two vehicles. Right? So this one particular that I use for work, I jumped out. I don't even remember trying to lock the door. It's not something I usually do anyway. And, the door closes. I go in. My cousin's in the house. I tell her, hey, I'm going to pick up something for Caden. I'm going to get him and drop him off. And she said, okay, well, I'll see you later. Come back out, and my car door is locked. All 4 doors are locked while the car's running. My car's never done that to me. So my car is running. Long story short, it's running. Took like probably over 2 hours for me to get finally a locksmith that I could find that could come and get the door unlocked. And then I had the switch checked, which is like, the switches are like the power source to roll your windows up and down. And nothing's wrong with them. They work fine. There's no issue with them having a short or anything. Even the locksmith guy was like, well, go ahead and check your lock and see if it'll do it. And it unlocked. I tried to lock it while the car's running, and the door would unlock right away. So there you have it. And there, I see a big old smile emoji vision. I know I'm being divinely protected. So I had to release, because I was connected to this guy. I think he was a soulmate or kindred spirit, but I had to release him. And I have done that a few weeks ago. So I said all that to say some of you all are dealing with similar situations. So they wanted me to highlight that, where you're trying to make things work with somebody you've met and it's just not panning out. I don't know whether you're not feeling them like that, or you just can't seem to meet up and go out, or your schedules are conflicting, or whatever the case is. If you're still dealing with any residuals from that, it's time to let that go and make room for the new that's coming in, that they're trying to bring in for you. And some of you have already done that. They're telling me some are, not seeing anybody, just trying to figure out how to manage all of the energies in their situations. So back to my first message about the trees. The message for us, divine feminines, is that as things shift around and they move things around us, we are to kind of sway with it and go with the flow and trust that God and the divine team and Jesus Christ are moving things in our favor. And to come back center, as the tree does. When the wind stops, it comes back center. Whatever you got to do to center yourself and ground yourself. Meditation, spa treatments, massages, out with positive friends. Notice I say positive friends. Some of you all may have dealt with possibly ending with friendships or not hearing from certain friends as much. Some changes there. I don't know who that message is for. But all of these changes and shifts, whether it be career, financial blessings, moving to new location, family dynamic changes, all this stuff that we're dealing with, you guys, I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Ooh, us divine feminine, like, we're dealing with a lot of stuff, man. We are. And kudos to all of you all for hanging in there and coming this far. Like, you're doing so good. Just hang in there, because it's almost over. It is. A lot of completions. So, yeah, balance and stay grounded through all of this movement. Work on yourself, love yourself, keep doing your affirmations in the mirror, as much as you can remember. So that's the message for you all. We're on track. So a lot of number synchronicities are amping up. 808 is a big one that's centered around the yin yang symbol. For me, a lot of 4s with the angels coming around. 222s. I'm seeing 7s. And they're also showing me 333 or 3s. So, some of you all are experiencing the same thing as well, like myself. A lot of number synchronicities that they are around you guys, and with you. The divine masculines have made up their mind. Most of them, majority of them, want to come back. They're just trying to figure out how to do it. Some have a plan. Some have many plans and don't know which one to pick. But it's going to happen. Divine feminine, it is. And allow them to do that. If you are still in the energy of reaching out to your divine masculine, or checking on his page, or checking karmic pages to see if there's still whatever, then that means you still have some work to do. You still have to release some stuff, because the conversations, they're showing me conversations, talking. There's going to be a lot of conversations The divine feminine energies that have healed, which most of you all have done a lot of healing. The conversation you're going to have with your twin, if you're going to bring up and rehash a whole lot of past stuff with anger, then you have to release that. You have to release that and forgive them and move on from that before they will allow the conversation to happen. And you will get there. You all will get there because it's necessary. It doesn't mean that the divine masculines are off the hook. You know, some of them are going to eat a little crow with these conversations. But, you know, the love is there. It doesn't change. It's unconditional and it's strong and it's powerful. And that's, you know, that's the bottom line with that. So, yeah, that's my message for divine masculines. Let's see if they give me anything else intuitively for the divine masculine. Tying up loose ends. And they're saying this is a message for both divine masculine and divine feminines. Whatever preparations you all need to do, they're showing me your house. Whether that's cleaning your surroundings up, making some changes to your environment, if you want to redecorate some stuff, if you want to, I'm hearing paying on some bills, or there's some financial stuff that you all need to take care of that you're kind of procrastinating about. So they're showing me the sacral chakra. You know, work on clearing that. Maybe some of y'all may have to clear it daily. You know, take a piece of quartz and put it in your pocket every day, or wear the color yellow and orange, and, you know, around those chakras, wear a bracelet or a stone that may be complementary to that color, to kind of help you all get moving, and ask the angels for help. Ask the holy high vibrational energy angels, or holy vibration, high vibration, angels to help, because we all know there are some dark angels. So you have to be specific and ask for that help. But we're divinely protected, so yeah, ask them for help with you all getting the energy and strength to carry out tasks you need to take care of. You know, all that just little nuanced stuff that you need to get done. You know, make a list and try to take care of it. Because when you come into union, hold on to your hats, because it's going to be a whirlwind in a good way. A lot of blessings are going to be coming in. And this is an amazing time for us, and we deserve it. We deserve it. We work hard. We've healed a lot. And so, you know, it's time to go to the next phase of our missions when we do come into union. But yeah, ask them for help to tie up loose ends. So that's for both divine masculine and divine feminine energies, with taking care of things you need to take care of, dealing with what you need to deal with, any releasing of people or situations that do not serve you. You guys know what those are. They're telling me, you know. I don't know who that's for, but you know what you need to do. Maybe there's some fear around doing it, or you're fearful of repercussions from it or something. Pray on guidance for it. If it's something that doesn't serve you and it doesn't make you feel good, you guys, and it brings you down, you're going to have to stand up for yourself, and you're going to have to release some things and let go of some situations. Let go of resentment. Let go of all of that. Free yourself. You know, this is our year. So, yeah, that's all the messages I have. That's all of the energy update I have for you all. If I do get anything soon, I will, of course, post it. I know it's been quite some time, so I thought I would give you all an update now. As my cousin moves out, I am going to be dealing with that, so I doubt if I have any messages, but it's not really up to me. So if I get them, I'll bring them to you all. So take care. Lots of blessings, love, and light.